What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. I feel like Tyler's house is becoming a more regular spot to vlog than my own house. We're back at Tyler's house, and he's loading up a big old auger onto my little trailer. We got some farming to do. Let me know if I can help. He's like a surgeon with that bucket. All right, headed back to my place. We're gonna do a little bit of tilling. We are gonna give my wife the most wonderful garden she's ever dreamed of. That's what she wants. She wants a beautiful garden. Last night, Tyler and I witnessed a new friend of ours try to murder himself on a motorcycle. He rode through a wall of fire. You'd have to check out that video to see how that went, because oh my gosh, that was crazy. Blew my mind. I thought the guy was gonna die. I'm still surprised the outcome. But hey man, hope you heal up soon from that, because good Lord, that was nuts. These doggies are locked out of there. Go on, get back in your yard, you get back in your yard or I'm gonna come rescue you. Okay, this is so rad. Couple of young dudes just going out into the world with their farming equipment and their Fords. Gonna do some tilling. It's just cool, man. I just love it. I love it. I love this country. I love that we can do this. I don't love that we're about to go into lockdown, but I love this life. It's just so cool. Arriving now, here we are. The old Powell Farm. Sterling's so excited to see Porter.
Oh yes! Hold on to that. Hey, we're actually still sitting on it.
Hey, buddy. So cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are.
I am finding that to do this vlog thing, I have to be way more organized than I am.
I know. It's the
because
worst.
It takes so long.
That's right. And that's why I'm always unorganized with everything else, because I'm just focusing on camera equipment, and then you're like, oh shoot, we need gas. Oh shoot, we need straps. Oh shoot, the
baggie that I had.
The sway bar's not installed properly, and we're gonna roll. Here we go. We are converting my yard to a garden. Starting cameras. So Tyler will be converting my yard to a garden. This is double vlog action.
So what, like just a little bit here?
Yeah, this is just supposed to be a walking path.
Okay, so if I go from here,
yep,
straight over, is that good?
That'll be good, yeah, because then we're gonna drive around the other side. Goodbye, yard. You excited? Oh my God. Wow. It's so easy. It's like butter.
So nice.
Just watch it tear it up our yard like that. It's amazing.
Do you remember when we bought, or we rented that $50
We rented a tiller and it was bouncing all over and just like destroyed itself. Wow, that's a big garden, Des. Hey, Des, I'm looking at this thing now that he's tilling, and it's just a lot easier to see the size of it. Like, look how big your garden's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Massive though.
I know.
Like, I know it's exciting, but I'm concerned about the amount of plants we're gonna have to have in there at all times. Like that's huge.
It's the apocalypse, baby.
Are you confident that you can garden that much?
Do you see my lavender?
I'm just given your history,
I'm really bad with plants.
I'm just a little worried.
How many houseplants have I successfully kept alive?
I don't know, like none?
I have an aloe vera, but it's doing very poorly.
Doesn't aloe vera grow in the desert?
Yeah.
So
I overwater everything.
she overloves it. But how are you gonna keep that whole garden full of stuff? Look at the size of it, Des.
I'm not gonna overwater it.
It's like commercial size. We could run like a tree farm out of there. I'm just kind of worried about like the cost of all the plants. Like, whoo, you got your work cut out for you. It's gonna be a full-time job. But hey, we're planning for the apocalypse. We're gonna have a big garden full of edible stuff. What do we got? I'm just gonna list a bunch of stuff. You tell me if we got it or not. Tomatoes, cucumbers. You got a bug on you! Ah, don't move! Don't move, don't move. Oh, there it is, it just fell off. It was on
Why
your
you gotta
neck.
say it so loud?
Because it was on your neck.
It's a tarantula?
Could have bit you. Could have bit my wife.
We got zucchini, beans, tomatoes, pumpkins, corn.
That's a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. So this project was actually delayed a little bit because the day that we planned on doing it was supposed to be sunny. This is a couple days ago, and it just started snowing out of nowhere, and so we canceled. So the ground has to be a certain wetness. It can't be too wet. It can be pretty dry. That thing will cut through just about anything, but if it gets too wet, then it gets a little sloppy and nasty, and that's not what we want. We don't want that. Tyler was just saying that it's a little wetter than we'd like, but it's doable. In Western Washington, where everything is wetter than you'd like. Everything. All right, well, we got ourselves a big plot for a garden here. I think it's gonna be difficult to fill up with vegetables, but we'll see. It's Desiree's open to the challenge. We're gonna have bees in there. We're gonna have chickens in the barn, and in the off season, the chickens will be able to go through a chicken tunnel like Pablo Escobar chickens. They're gonna go under the ground and into the garden, and they'll be able to just disperse their chicken waste all over, which will fertilize it. It's gonna be awesome. And then we'll also have a rain system that comes off this barn, waters everything. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be really, really cool. We are gonna head to a pole yard. Tyler and I were looking at our super cool Willy Wonka gate idea. Unfortunately, I had it all propped up and it fell over and it got dented. I'm so mad, but Max-dented the shit out of it. And that's okay though. It's character. It's great. It never gets old. Never, ever, ever. But I'm glad Tyler came over because we had to discuss our way through like how we were gonna build this fence, because it's difficult to transition from the current wooden and wire farm fence to suddenly like this gangster gate. And so we're gonna do a ranch sign and get rid of the steel posts that were there, and it's gonna save us a ton of trouble. Cool. So we're headed to the pole yard now in Tyler's truck because it has a trailer. If they have poles for sale, if they're available, I'm just gonna buy them right now. But I have no idea how much they cost. I have a feeling they're gonna be a lot.
There's gonna be people that know, and they're gonna be laughing, thinking that like,
oh, you think you're just gonna go buy some poles, huh?
What's like $1,000? They won't be $1,000.
How much do you think poles cost?
I wouldn't think more than a couple $100.
For 3 poles, I want to pay $350.
Oh, I don't think.
Shut up.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know.
I've never bought them, so that seems low.
Really? It's just a debarked tree,
right?
They didn't even square it up or treat it with anything. It's just a debarked tree. Why don't we go make some poles? Why don't we go scope some? We got trees everywhere. I got trees for days. Hey, that's actually not a bad plan. Maybe we just go cut down a tree.
It'd be a big tree.
It'd be a big old tree. We got them.
Like all close together, and then they get the process.
I was thinking about that. Like the tree, when they cut down a tree and they're like, that's a good pole tree, it's worth a lot.
Right.
Like,
that's why I'm like,
so then after transport, debarking, maybe treatment, it might be pretty expensive.
I don't know.
I don't know what a pole costs. Don't you dare hit the raptor. My aluminum body.
Like in the grass though.
Oh, you're running over a board. Yeah,
Am I?
Yeah, you're over it now.
Oh, that board. I thought you were talking about a skateboard.
Full of nails. Oh, we're at the pole yard now, looking around for someone to talk to. I don't think anyone's home, but I really want some poles.
Got a hankering for poles.
Got a hankering for poles. Yesterday, Tyler and I made some solid progress on Dez's garden. It's looking really good over there. We need to cover it in plastic. Desiree got some paper. Basically, we just need to keep it out of the sun so that all that stuff can die, and then we'll turn it all back up there. But I just took delivery of a massive pile of mulch. These guys are mulching up and down the highway here, and they said they could swing it by and drop it off, and we're gonna use it to line the track. My side-by-sides keep just tearing up our little road out to our field, and so I'm gonna start with the road and then just keep spreading it further and further. And so that's what I'm doing today. Check out that big old pile, it's huge. And I'll show you what I'm working on. It looks pretty good. I'm really happy with this stuff. It's gonna be perfect for the track. It's like wood chips, but it's not as fancy, and it's free. They're mulching all the stuff on the side of the road, so it should do really well for the track to sort of be sort of a fun surface to drive on that doesn't get super muddy. It's like a track. It's just nice and thick. I laid it down thick. So far I've gone to there you can see where everything was just getting super muddy. Obviously, in the summertime, this stuff's just gonna sit on top of there. It's not really gonna go anywhere, but hopefully come fall, it'll be able to extend my riding season because I've put this stuff down. Because last time, man, as soon as it started raining a whole bunch, everything was just slop. Couldn't even use it. So I'm curious what it's gonna feel like to ride dirt bikes on this. I think as I keep driving on it, it compacts really good. And hopefully once it starts to break down, it'll kind of gel together a little bit. And I don't know, have any of you guys ever tried using mulch or wood chips for the surface of your track? Let me know. I might do all of this just because I like the look of it, and I keep driving this little thing anyway, so I might make a little road that just goes all the way out like that. Pretty cool, good stuff, good find. We just pulled over on the side of the road while I saw those guys working. Tyler and I pulled over and asked them, and they said sure, and I didn't really think they were gonna come by, but they really did, so this is perfect. Des started covering this up and then realized that the 3 rolls of paper, I guess she got, is not gonna cut it. So we're gonna bounce over to the hardware store and hopefully find some big tarps or plastic. I'm guessing, we didn't really measure, but that looks about 50 by 50. So we need a big old tarp.
I got something for you. I got this stick for you. Do you want this stick? Do you want the stick? Oh, you're so sweet. Such a good boy.